This cardboard technique solved my soil problems better than compost. If you've been battling stubborn weeds, compacted soil, or dry patches that refuse to hold water, let me tell you something bold. The solution is probably sitting in your garage right now. It isn't compost, it isn't fertilizer, and it isn't some expensive product from the garden center. The secret to healthier soil is simple, overlooked and often thrown away: cardboard. Yes, plain brown cardboard has the power to transform struggling ground into rich, living soil faster and with less effort than months of tending a compost pile. And once you understand how it works, you'll never look at a shipping box the same way again. Compost is incredible, but it has one major drawback: it takes time. Breaking down kitchen scraps, yard waste, and manure into usable soil amendments can take 6 months or more. And along the way, you're turning piles, monitoring moisture, and waiting for decomposition to run its course. Cardboard, on the other hand, begins improving soil from the very first day you lay it down. It acts as both a protective barrier and a food source, instantly cutting off weed growth while creating the perfect habitat for worms and microbes. Instead of composting above ground in a pile, the transformation happens directly in the soil where your plants will grow. One of the fastest ways cardboard helps is by suppressing weeds without chemicals. A thick sheet of plain, overlapping cardboard blocks sunlight, preventing weeds from stealing nutrients from your crops. Unlike plastic weed cloths, which suffocate soil, cardboard is breathable. It lets air and water pass through while still cutting off light. For best results, use 2 overlapping layers of cardboard, making sure all tape, glossy coatings, and labels are removed. Before laying it down, soak each sheet thoroughly with water until it is flexible and heavy. A garden hose works perfectly here. This step not only keeps it from blowing away, but also allows it to mold snugly to the soil surface, creating a tight seal. The real magic of cardboard happens beneath the surface. Worms are instantly attracted to the moist, dark underside. They chew through the fibers, drag softened pieces down into the soil, and leave behind nutrient-rich castings. These castings are pure gold for soil fertility, adding readily available nutrients right where plant roots need them most. Microbes join the party too. Cardboard is carbon-rich, and microbes thrive when paired with a nitrogen source. Together, worms and microbes jumpstart soil biology from day one, something compost can't achieve until it is fully matured. Here's where cardboard really shines compared to traditional compost. Instead of breaking down organic matter in a separate pile and hauling it into the garden later, cardboard decomposes right in place. It acts as a slow-release carbon source, gradually forming humus as it breaks down into the soil. This humus improves soil structure, enhances water retention, and helps bind nutrients so they don't wash away. To accelerate decomposition, always pair cardboard with a nitrogen-rich material. Grass clippings, fresh manure, or kitchen scraps are excellent choices. For the right balance, use 2 parts cardboard to 1 part green material, layering them directly in the garden. For example, if you lay down 2 large sheets of soaked cardboard, top it with 1 wheelbarrow load of grass clippings. Then cover the entire surface with mulch. This prevents odors, discourages pests, and feeds soil organisms in real time. Cardboard doesn't just build fertility. It also solves 2 of the most common soil structure problems. In heavy clay soils, it creates pockets as it decomposes, loosening the ground and improving aeration. In sandy soils, the fibrous breakdown of cardboard adds organic matter, helping the soil retain water that would normally drain away too quickly. In my own test beds, placing a soaked cardboard layer beneath raised beds reduced watering needs by nearly 30%. That's because the cardboard acted like a hidden sponge, holding on to moisture while slowly conditioning the soil. The process is simple but powerful. Start by soaking sheets of plain brown cardboard with water until they are thoroughly wet. Lay them down across your garden bed, overlapping each piece by a few inches so no gaps remain. On top of the cardboard, spread 1 part nitrogen-rich greens for every 2 parts cardboard. This could be grass clippings, kitchen scraps, or even freshly collected manure diluted in water. If using manure, Mix 1 gallon of fresh manure with 3 gallons of water to make a slurry. Pour this evenly over the cardboard before covering with mulch. The nitrogen feeds microbes, while the water ensures the cardboard begins breaking down quickly. Finally, just cover everything with a thick layer of organic mulch, like straw, shredded leaves, or even wood chips. This protects the cardboard from drying out and keeps the decomposition process active throughout the season. You know, one of the biggest reasons gardeners give up on composting is the maintenance. Turning, watering, balancing greens and browns, it takes effort and patience. But cardboard requires none of that. Once it's down, the soil food web just takes over. At the end of each season, instead of digging it out, simply add a new layer of soaked cardboard on top, repeat the process with greens and mulch, and let the cycle continue. Over the years, this creates a lasagna-like layering effect of carbon and nitrogen, resulting in deep, rich soil with very little labor. Because everything is buried under mulch, you also avoid common composting problems like flies, rodents, and unpleasant smells. It's a clean, controlled way to recycle organic matter directly into your garden. Cardboard is honestly one of the most underrated soil builders out there. It suppresses weeds without chemicals, feeds worms and microbes directly in the soil, improves water retention, and creates humus exactly where roots grow. While compost is still valuable, cardboard offers a faster, simpler, and often more effective solution for those dealing with poor soil structure, stubborn weeds, or limited time. Instead of waiting 6 months for compost to mature, you can start building living soil the very same day you lay down a layer of cardboard. That's the power of this overlooked material. If you're ready to stop wrestling with unfinished compost piles and start building soil where your plants actually grow, cardboard may be the answer you've been looking for. It's humble, abundant, and when used correctly, it can solve soil problems compost alone struggles to fix. So, the next time you're about to toss a cardboard box in the recycling bin, think twice. It might just be the key to healthier soil, stronger crops, and a thriving garden. And if this video gave you new ideas for your own garden, make sure to subscribe to Soil and Crop Central and share this with fellow gardeners who are ready to take their soil health to the next level.